Welcome to the Dobsonian Power live sessions, not night sessions because it's still day out there. Here it's 5 p.m. and we will watch Jupiter and Venus, the conjunction. I already can see Jupiter through my finder scope. I can't use the Telrad. I anticipated this because I want you to see all the steps. I was going to prepare this, everything to when the live stream start, everything was setting up, but I decided to do it earlier because you like to see me suffering and also this is educational, so it's good for the people that have the Dobsonian telescope, beginners and for the first time, to see how we overpass those caveats. Hello Brasil! Vitor, nós temos agora um canal em português. We have now a channel in Portuguese and another one in Spanish. It's a new one. We have almost no subscribers. I don't know if it will gonna be a fail because I already contacted YouTube. You won't believe what happened. I'm receiving copyright claims from my videos because my videos have a license for everything. But then I receive in my main channel that I'm being copied by another channel, but it's my channel. The Portuguese and the Spanish channels are mine, so it shouldn't happen. I have the license also for those channels. And I contacted YouTube and they say, well, you know, we can't do it manually. It's the artificial intelligence that manage it all, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not sure if it will be an issue to this project move forward. So I don't know. I will be testing. If people like to, I have 2 or 3 videos there. I personally dub the videos. It's a bit weird to see me because everything is synchronized, but the lips are not, of course. It's in another language, Spanish and also Portuguese. I don't know. I will leave it like that for now without expecting too much. But if it's a fail, I step back and I delete the channels or whatever. And they said from YouTube that now they are releasing a new feature for other countries, which is I can upload the audio directly to my videos in my channel, and then if you speak, for instance, if you listen everything in Spanish and open my video, you can select the audio in Spanish if I have that audio. I don't know, it's a mess. I would like to have it separated with different thumbnails. I don't want to be you to see a Spanish video with a thumbnail with English written phrases or words. I don't know. I'm also I need to buy a monitor. I discovered a thing that is I can have the chat here, the YouTube chat, so I can control better when you offer memberships, when you become a member. That's a thing that my software doesn't have, but with this trick I can also follow the origin, the YouTube chat. So I have to buy another monitor if I can manage that, to have the chat always, because it's the most important thing of my channel, of my live streams is the chat. You know that I like a lot to watch it. Vitor, here in this channel we don't speak English, but you have in my homepage the link. I will place the links here anyway. Now I will struggle to find I will tell you in a minute. Let me just place the links here. Okay. You have in Portuguese, Portugal, Brazil, and also in Spanish. Spanish it's this one. Hello West Coast winds, California, Mazif, still snowing. You have to come to South. Antonio Cortez, from United States of America. Blue Stella, qual é? I placed the Blue Stella. Eu coloquei o link aqui embaixo. Você clica, subscreve o canal. I'm sorry, I will be speaking some words in Portuguese and Spanish to the people that want to... Galera, eu vou traduzir tudo, pouco a pouco vou traduzir tudo que está no meu canal para vocês verem em português. Vê como eu sei falar brasileiro? É, galera? Okay, you can see it in my homepage of the channel. Hello Brazil! Sergio, I was looking at the conjunction last night. Oh, but I have to watch like this because I want to pull the chat. I was looking at the conjunction last night in Toronto, Canada, in the east, and if it's clear today around 7 p.m. I'll be watching it again. Okay, in about 1.5 hours will be the best time, but I will have to prepare. I have a problem, and I will struggle with you, because the telescope it's the 8-inch Dobsonian. This telescope I have outside. This telescope, the 8-inch, and it's over the equatorial platform. I roughly polar align, this doesn't matter a lot, but the problem is I inserted a 10-meter USB 3 cable, crazy, and the telescope is far away, so I can't see, when I move the telescope, I can't see the image. I will show you. Where is the telescope? Incredible. And in addition to that, my tail rod, I can't use it, of course. I can't use the tail rod. And my finder scope is not aligned, so I can see Jupiter. You see? It's here. There are stairs. It's almost falling in the stairs, and Jupiter it's right here, and the Sun to the right. So I place the telescope far away here, and I will be moving pointing the telescope. Then I will come back here to watch. Now my plan is to overpass this. My plan is, if I can't, because the finder is not aligned and the camera is completely out of focus, I don't know if I even have to use an extension, because I'm not using the stairs on the Nexus. I'm using the camera, the 294 from ZWO as is. And it's all out of focus, all not aligned at all, and I will have to trial and error. But I have a plan B. It's, if I struggle a lot and I can't do it, I place my sun filter, I focus on the sun, because the sun it's very easy to capture, to point to. I point to the sun, I focus the telescope, and then I try again with the telescope already focused, and that's it. But first I will try without anything to see, for you to see me struggling. So, hello Anthony! Canal tá em baixo. Channel is here. Subscribe to the channel. Subscreve o canal em português. Suscríbete a mi canal. Spanish people are from Latin America. Okay, I will open Sharp Cap. First Stellarium. Yeah, I need another monitor, a third monitor, to control the chat. It will be very nice. Let's see. We have the moon. We can focus on the moon, of course. We have the moon. We have the moon here. We have the moon. I don't need to focus on the sun. I will focus right away on the moon. Look, moon is at east. We have the moon, of course, beautiful moon. You will save me. So now, I was so silly not to think about this. I will focus on the moon, east, completely at east. I should see it easily. Let me close the layering. I will open SharpCap first. I will focus on the moon. I will focus the telescope. I will point to the moon. I will focus the telescope. I will align the tail rod. I will align my finder scope. And then we will point to Jupiter easily. Because I can see Jupiter in the finder, not with the tail rod yet, not with naked eyes. And the tail rod is the same as naked eyes. Let me first check if my sound, I think it's okay. I'm sorry, the last live stream, it was too loud. My micro. Let me check if it's... Now it's fine. Yeah, now it's fine. A 30-inch Dob, West Coast winds. Now, let me do like this. Of course, we have to lower a lot the exposure. This is a 2 seconds. We will low sub 1 second. And the gain I don't want to. The unity gain on this camera is 120. I will not go below that. This is fine. This is enough to watch anything. Now I will point to the moon and let's see. Let's see what happened. Feito português e espanhol. There are many clouds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just need to subscribe to the one that you will see if you want. If you speak English, it's always better to watch my channel in English. And also remember that I subtitle every video, not the live streams, but every video, like the last one of the collimation video, very nice video. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I subtitle. I have my work in correcting the text because the auto subtitle is horrible. And I subtitle, I correct the text, and I translate for the most important languages. Of course, Portuguese and Spanish is included. Let me point to the moon. Give a like to the stream meanwhile to boost it. I will place here. And I will, for the ones that don't know, we are streaming from here.
Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5.
And an additional information, I'm using this Baader neodymium filter. I could use the infrared filter, but as I have it already there and I like this filter, it has infrared included. It's very good for this situation. It will be good. And the infrared would work anyway. We will be watching with this telescope, the 18-inch Dobsonian telescope. Hold on. I'm sure I will have to use an extension. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will pick an extension. This. This is a very nice extension. It's with a compression, some things here, cylinders. Because I focus it all out and I can't get focus, I need an extension. Okay, it's more or less because every time this is a every time I go to the telescope, I have to come here to confirm the image, if it's focused, if it's better or not, and I have to walk like 5 steps there and then come back 5 other steps, go back. So now that is more or less focused. It seems like it is. We can adjust on the moon and then like this, lowering a bit the exposure. Let me see. Maybe like this. I will try to find focus to avoid problems in Jupiter. Let's zoom this to watch a crater. This is the seeing, of course, it's daylight. Hold on. It's worse. Worst. I think it's fine. At least it's more or less. Let me do just a bit more. Worst. Almost. Worst. Okay. I think I will leave it like this. Now, this is the moon. Now I will align, let me see the whole image, because I will align the finder scope. Hold on a minute. Okay, it's centered. Now align. Okay, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. Let me rest a bit. Let me rest a bit. Drink water. This is a good exercise. Ooh. Hello, Abiozis. Yeah, I'm all fired up. You know how I am. I have the Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
No, I will point directly to Jupiter. Now. No need for solar. Solar for another day. What we want is the conjunction. They are together now. Let me just rest a bit while I watch the shot. I'm sorry about that, about the clouds. Fortunately, you have us. Daytime style, it's that. Hello, Brian. Extension power. It's a 10 meters. A 10 meters, now that you talk about extension, 10 meters cable. For people that think, because many people say online, oh, you can't use a long cable. You have the links at my website. This website. Dobsonian Power, not this one. Dobsonianpower.com. You see? Here. Dobsonianpower.com. You have the cables that I use, the 5 meters, and then I use this one of 10 meters, and it's the only one that worked for me. The others I had to return, but this one spot on. So you can buy with confidence. Oops, sorry. Take the chance. UK is always UK. It's very, very difficult in UK. Yes, you will see right away. Hold on. I will point to Jupiter and Venus. Let me check first where they are on Stellarium. I have also an inclinometer to help me in the latitude, the angle, the altitude, not the latitude, the altitude. So, Jupiter, it's right here with Venus. See? We will watch it like this. This is the 8-inch that I have outside. Now it's pointing to southwest, the sun is here, okay. Okay, altitude, 39, okay. Hold on. Is it there? Yes, it is. Let me check this. We have clouds. Thin clouds. Yes, it is. Now. What is this? Venus or Jupiter? This is Venus. This is Venus, so Jupiter should be up. Here, maybe. Dot. Hold on. Or maybe it's Jupiter. Hold on. No, but I don't see the other one here. And let's check Stellarium. Because Jupiter it's above. I don't know if it's... I think it's Venus. And the telescope it's so hot. Let's check. This is daylight yet. But in a moment we will see better. Yeah, it should be Venus that I'm watching and not Jupiter. And if it's Venus, we should capture it like this. Jupiter and Venus. This is the hardest part to me. Let's increase the gain a bit. Watch better, like this. The gain, no, the exposure. This should be Venus. It's so hot. Let's try again. Another one. No? I think we'll have to wait a bit to confirm this because I can't see yet with naked eye. I think this is Venus. Needs to focus. Ball of fire. I will focus a bit. We need to figure it out. Let me lower. Should be Venus. It's too hot. But if it's Venus, Jupiter will be over it. I need to move this down here to the bottom right. And maybe we can see already Venus, because I can see only one thing, one planet through the finder. With naked eye I can't see yet. I will see in a moment with darkness. But with the finder scope I can see one planet. I can't see yet both. So unless it's so, no, it will be separated. It will be in the screen, one at one corner, another one at another corner. So I will move this down and I will see. Yes, it's there. Yes, it's there. Jupiter, it's here. Jupiter and Venus. Yes, it's there. It was Venus. This is Jupiter. I will recenter. Yes, yes, yes. It's better leave it like this. I don't know if I have to refocus. Let's zoom on Jupiter. It's here. It's here. Jupiter, Venus. Let's zoom on Jupiter. I will try to focus. This is so hard to focus right now. I will try to focus on Jupiter. Now, hold on. I don't know. It's so hard in the day. A bit better. I will leave it like this. This is Jupiter, and now zoom out. And Venus, a ball of fire.
Dobsonian power.
You see, now it was the time that I should start the stream. But I know that you like to watch me suffering. For the ones that just join, we are watching the Jupiter and the Venus conjunction, unique, this year, with the 18-inch Dobsonian telescope, over an equatorial platform, a camera ZWO 294 MC color, without cooling, it's uncooled, and a Bader neodymium filter, which has infrared and ultraviolet cut. You could use also this filter, an infrared cut filter from Bader also. And we are watching from here. Planet Earth, continent Europe, country Portugal, region Algarve, 37 latitude, Bortle 5. Clouds. You see the clouds? Who is complaining about the clouds? Here, clouds. Doesn't matter, we can see them. The clouds. The clouds. Let me check the chat. I'm so tired. Woof. Woof. Suffering. Suffering with the Dobsonian. Oof. Do you know if we can image this? Now it's getting night, darker. If we can image, I always image the planets by its own, in a single capture. Is it possible to image both at the same time? Can we do that? A bit later. Now it's 5:20 to 6 p.m. After 6, a quarter past 6 maybe, in 20 minutes more or less, it will start, the sun, it will getting more and more far away from here. Let me check the chat. Who's here? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I saw that in Stellarium, but I can't see Jupiter. What I was watching through the finder was Venus. I only can see Venus through the finder. Later, in a moment, I can see both. But it's daylight. Look. Look. The sun. But in a moment... Did you know that NASA in 2029 with the Da Vinci mission, they will send probes to Venus again and they will measure everything in Venus? And you may think, or some people may think, okay, they will send to Venus, but we already know that's nothing there. It will give us more information about the formation and how how it is now, how it was, with all the surface and the elements in the atmosphere, everything. But no, because in addition to that, NASA will use all that data to compare with the data that James Webb Space Telescope is capturing from exoplanets far away from Earth. And that comparison may lead us, humans, to discover many more things about possible life outside Earth. So they will use, this is not only to Venus, this is to Venus, but they will also use that data, that information in 2029 to compare with other planets, exoplanets, and see if we can find something. That's wonderful. NASA, it's incredible. NASA, not only NASA, ESA also. Let me take this off the star hopping and replace. You see, this is not polar aligned, but it's fairly well. Let me take this. Remember that all my materials and free stuff you have on dobsonianpower.com. All my gear, almost all. You have the links there if you want to buy anything, Dobsonians, stuff, cameras, and I had the videos also there. For instance, the Telrad, you have the links to the Telrad, to the brackets to use to upgrade the Telrad, and also a video about the Telrad. You have there the telescopes, the Virtuoso that I recommend for beginners. This is now at 470 in 9 Point Scientific, and in Europe 499. And the Dwarf, of course, 395. This, for the ones that don't know, I have a Dwarf. Smart telescope. Now, this will be, the background is gray because it's light, it's daylight, but this will be in a moment darker and darker and darker until we can see, at least Jupiter we will see perfectly. Now we can see better, look. We start watching the bands here. Let me check, you have that in my dobsonianpower.com website. If you want to check if the red spot, the great red spot of Jupiter, it's on sight, it's visible at the hour, at the time that you will be observing, you can do it easily if you go to my website. Look, I will show you. I will show you. This is amazing. This is very important and fits everybody, especially beginners, because it's always a thing that we want to watch, the great red spot of Jupiter. And it's an easy thing to do for any beginner. You go to dobsonianpower.com, okay, you see? You have all my connections to the social networks and links to all my gear. You wait a bit and the videos start popping. You see, the Dwarf, a video explaining. The accessories, a video explaining. It's loading. You see? The Virtuoso telescope will pop now, a video here explaining. This is the connection, I'm using loads of resources. You see, the Dobsonian telescopes, a video explaining. Camera with a, you want to see how it looks, the 294, you have here a video with pictures. The 224 that I have you have here a video with pictures and the links. Topaz denoise, the collimation tool, the last video I did about collimation. Starts on the Nexus, and then you come here, free resources. You click on free resources, and down here you have this link to know when Jupiter Great Red Spot is visible in your location. You click, and it will open. You see? Let me check. You click here on initialize to today. Click here, and it will return the values for today. It's incredible fast. So we had at 2:29 p.m. and now only after midnight. So we will not have the Great Red Spot with the Venus conjunction, unfortunately. I was hoping to have it. No, we don't have. Let's check. This is universal time. Let's check tomorrow. Day 2. I think it's like... No. Day 2. We change here. If you want to change the date, you change here. You see? Here. And calculate. Bam. Tomorrow we have at 17 past 8 p.m. It's too late. No way we have the great Jupiter red spot. No way we have it there. I have to readjust the telescope because Jupiter is right here at the top. Jupiter. More and more we can see the bands better. I don't know, if the weather is good tomorrow, I may use not the 8-inch that we are using. For the ones that just joined, we are watching Jupiter and Venus at once, the conjunction, epic. With this telescope, the 8-inch classic Dobsonian telescope, over an equatorial platform and a camera. And that's it. This camera. Be aware, this camera is the 294, has a large sensor. It allows us to use it straight away and watch this conjunction easily, because it has a large field of view and it can fit both planets. But if I was using the cheapest one, the 224, that many people buy because it's cheap, I couldn't do this. The field of view will catch only one planet at a time. Okay? Please remember that when you are buying your camera. The larger the sensor, the better for Dobsonians. With big pixel size, better. To match the 2 arcsecond per pixel of your telescope camera. Clouds. Okay, I will readjust this in a moment. It will be again here. I will readjust. Blinded because I have clouds. You see the clouds passing? Well, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Anyway. Hold on a bit. There we go. So with a large sensor you can have a larger view without any barlow. If I use this camera with large sensor with a barlow, it will zoom on the planets. Also remember to join us on Discord. It's a very nice community we have. It's our community here on YouTube, but it's also on Discord to allow us to keep in touch within the streams, the live streams. Here you have the link. Discord. You can place the community pictures there. We usually do the community pictures section in the live stream.
Community pictures.
You see? It's very funny. And you can compare your pictures with the others, the setups. Join us there. If you have any question, you ask there. We have a Ask Your Question channel there. Ooh, lots of clouds now, look. But look, it's beautiful, the image. If it was a galaxy, no, we couldn't see it, or a nebula. But as they are planets, look. At the end, it's beautiful. The clouds of the sky and the planets. It's because we are not imaging. In a moment, you see, it's getting a bit darker now. In a moment, when the sun goes away, I will try to image this, record a video and quickly process it, to see if we can get both planets. I don't know if this is possible. If you know, tell me in the chat if you know. No way. Do you feel the 8-inch is better for planets over the 12-inch? No way. The 12-inch is better in anything, in everything. It has the power to go. That's the reason because we call it
the King.
The King. It's the powerful telescope. It has more aperture, it grabs more photons, and in the planets you can get more detail. Aperture matters, even in planets. It has a long focal length. So no. Yes, to local. My 12-inch has lower focal ratio than the 8-inch. The 8-inch is f6. And how you do the focal length? The 8-inch is f6 and the 12-inch is f5. The 8-inch has 1200 millimeters focal length. You divide by the aperture, which is 200, it gives 6. This is the ratio. For the people that don't know. For instance, the 12-inch is 1500 dividing by not 200 but 300, which is millimeters. It equals 12-inch. This is the same. 300 millimeters are 12-inch and equals 5. Now, to do it faster, when I use the Stereozonan Nexus, my focal reducer, which is this tool, I'm not using today, but when I use, and I always use to deep sky objects, it gets faster. Instead of 6, for instance, this telescope, the 8-inch, has a focal ratio of 6. The Stereozonan Nexus gives us 0.75. So we just have to multiply 6 by 0.75 and we will be working at a f ratio of f.5. This means the telescope will be much faster collecting photons. It's good, but not for planets. It's good for everything else. Because the planets, we need the opposite. In the planets, we need more focal length. So what we do with the planets, usually now a single planet, now we are not doing it, because if we use a Barlow, we will magnify too much and we can't capture both planets in the same screen. We want both planets. If I want only Jupiter, for instance, this 8-inch has a focal ratio of 6. If I use a Barlow, a 2x Barlow, I multiply this instead of... I multiply this 6 by 2x Barlow. So I will be working at f12. If it's a 5x Barlow, it's 6 by 5, 30. Maybe too much. It depends. But that's another story. You keep these small accounts in mind because they are important. Look at the clouds. They are messing the party now. We still can see the planets. Let's see the chat. Hello, Pedro. Pedro, I have a new channel in Portuguese. Not for you if you speak English, but check if you have any opinion about it. I don't know if it will go forward, if I will move on with this yet. If I'm having the work and people like it, people that don't speak English, I will move on. Otherwise, I will give up and that's it. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. First telescope. Yes, they are giving you good advice. Yeah, the thing is, these clouds are thin, you know? I think I will have to check outside. In a while the platform will be over, because this platform that I'm using below the Dobsonian tracks the sky, but as you can see it has a shaft here in stainless steel that will rotate until the end, until it gets at the end. And then I have to push a button to reset it, and it will return to the initial position. It will restart, and in a while it will stop and the planets will start to run away. And I have to reset it and again find the planets, but it will be easier because now I know the position, and probably it's getting dark and yeah, it's still daylight here, see? But the clouds are rolling. Let's see. At least we could watch it. We are watching them. We are watching. This is Jupiter, hold on. This is Jupiter. And this here at the bottom right, Venus. This is epic. This is the Jupiter and Venus conjunction magnified here with an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope. And now that the sun is getting weaker, Venus is getting sharper. Because this is like a ball of fire, look. Look, Venus, look at this. It's getting much better now. At the beginning of the stream, it was like a ball of fire. Fire. What's this? An artifact. No, it's nothing. It's because of the fire. Let me see if we can see the moons already. No. We will. In a moment. Not yet. Let me see if I can place both. I should no, I can't rotate. Like this it's good because it's in diagonal, you see? I should not rotate. Besides, it's much easier to point to the objects with the camera. To adjust the position with the camera if it's on horizontal and vertical movement. Hold on. Yeah, there are clouds there. There are clouds, and the nearest the lower the worst. You see, it's getting a bit the background less gray until we have it all black. And we are watching here at the bottom right Venus, and at the top left Jupiter. This is epic. Love it. Propavi, welcome back. Geoffrey also. Well done. Welcome to another episode of I Hate Clouds. Oh, so good, so good. At least you have good humor. Yes, the planets are at the top Jupiter, here, and down here Venus, the brighter one. See? I'll zoom out. The platform is almost finishing and I will reset it and do again the star hopping. It's a very nice telescope. The 12-inch it's
the King.
The King. The King. There's nothing like the King. Arizona. Hello, Ray from Arizona. Thank you, Rita. Yes, give a like to the channel. Not so good in Arizona. Did you know that Sterizona Nexus, the Sterizona company, which sells this Sterizona Nexus, now they don't have it online yet, in pictures or in the store. But was told to me that now they do a version of this Sterizona Nexus without this ring. This ring here that you see at the top, what it does, it stop the everything on the imaging train to go into the focuser. Without the ring, you may have back focus, but however, I think that using like that, it will protrude a lot into the focuser. So be cautious a lot about that if you are thinking in the Sterizona Nexus. I think I prefer this. Well, the other version, the new version, will be nice because you can manage the position. Yes, it will be nice, but be aware of that thing. So at the top, Jupiter. I will zoom on Jupiter. We're starting to see the bands, but not yet the moons. We'll wait a bit for the sun to go. And at the bottom, Venus. Look at this ball of fire. Look at this. It's so hot that we have this bluish tint at the top and this reddish tint at the bottom. When this happens on planets, that's why people sometimes use the ADC, Atmospheric Dispersion Corrector. It's a tool that people use to do planetary imaging. I don't use. It's one more thing but I don't need. But many people use them. Use that. And we are streaming from here. Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5. They are meeting already. Look at the distance. They will not be one over each other. One over the other. When Jupiter runs out of the screen, I will reset the platform. Yes, with a 4mm manually it's hard, but it's possible. Hello Dan Daniel. Buonasera David. From Italy, I suppose. And later, when the night comes, it's almost there, we will try to image both planets at the same time, do planetary imaging, a quick thing, of course, and see if it's possible. I don't know. Do you know that? Both two planets at once? Imaging two different planets, because this is not Jupiter and Saturn, this is Jupiter and Venus. Yes, it's that. It's right that I was talking about. But Cortez, it has that as I'm using with my 12-inch with a stop ring, I would keep like that. If my Sterizona Nexus had no ring, I would not push it more inside the focuser because it will intrude into the focuser and will be in the path. It will be obstructing a bit of photons. It's simple as that. If you can avoid that, better. Much better. And then artifacts. Bye, Fred. Come back, come back. You always come back. You are a great community. Don't forget that we have a pinned message with a Discord server that we have, and you can be there with us within the streams and take your doubts there. You place there and we help you, me and the others, and also your pictures for the community pictures, a section that we have in these live streams. Stop. Not this one, this.
Community pictures.
It's not a contest, it's just to show your pictures to the world in our live streams. Yeah, I think it will be hard. Because of... Yes, Venus is too bright. You're right. And Jupiter not as much. We'll see, we'll see. It's a challenge. I don't know if we can make it. I'm not sure if we can make it, but I will try. Now, another challenge. Jupiter is getting away off the screen. The platform is probably over now, or almost. I will go outside, I will reset the platform, it just push off a button, and then I will point again to the planets. Hold on a bit. Give a like to the stream meanwhile, we are so much here, it doesn't cost anything. I can't see the planets with naked eye. I lost them when I reset. I will use this. This is an inclinometer or a angle gauge, I think it's the name. That gives me, I will place this as a magnet here. I will place this over the tube like this, and it will, I move the tube and it will give me the altitude, the angle. First I do this in Stellarium. I go to Stellarium to see the angle. And then I use this to get near the object. Let's check it. See? Jupiter. So Jupiter, I will point to Venus because I think I can't see Jupiter yet. So it's at 29 altitude. And it's between west and southwest. Okay, the sun is here. Okay, 29. Let's see if I can find it. It's a challenge. Let's see if I can do it. I think I will boost this a bit to watch better. Okay, right now we are watching through clouds, but the good news is first that I can see both on naked eye already. It's still daylight here. Look. See? Still daylight. Almost dark. I can see both. Here we have Jupiter. And down here, Venus. I will zoom on it. But we have clouds over them. But I think because below those clouds, I will explain to you like this. Hold on. We have clouds here, but below, and they will moving down. Below we have no clouds, and then we have strong clouds again. But that will be much later, so we will have a good window of opportunity to image this. So this is Jupiter. I'm zooming. In a moment we will watch them better. And Venus is like a ball of fire. Look. Even that I lower the exposure a lot, you see? Yeah, this it will be very hard to image both planets at once. Because to Venus, I will need to lower a lot. And to Jupiter, if I lower a lot on Venus, Jupiter will disappear. And the software can't capture. Yeah, it will be very hard. I will try it. But I don't know. Because to get Jupiter, maybe if I can do like this. Let's see if when the darkness, it's better. Yes, it's too much here. We'll see. If I could do a video with both, but one video with... could it work? A video. I record a video like this, and then I lower the exposure and record another video. And then I stack them. Could it work? What do you think? Could it work? Yeah, it's looking better now, but we have a huge cloud or group of clouds. They are not strong, but they are not thin. They are more or less. Yeah, you have to be patient. Still waiting delivery of my Dwarf 2. The Dwarf 2 is this telescope that I have here. See, this smart telescope. Unfortunately, I can't connect both the live stream and the Dwarf at the same time because it pulls loads of resources to the Wi-Fi, and you don't need Wi-Fi internet. You need just to connect a device to this, a smartphone or whatever, or a computer. But if I connect a computer and at the same time I have all this stuff, this hardware working and software, it will mess with the Dwarf. I tried in the first live stream I did, and it opens, we can see, but then the commands will not work very well. It will fail. So it's a shame because it's a very nice. It will be funny, but the Dwarf for planets you can't see like this. In the Dwarf, you will see like this, the planet. Hold on. Like this. I saw a guy that used... I think it was an oxygen 2, a O2 filter. I think it was that filter, and he could capture some detail of Jupiter. We'll see, I have to try it. But the expectations should be low for planets, although for other objects, like this one, all other objects, especially the largest ones. And needless to say that the Orion Nebula is one of the best ones. Look, this was with a Dwarf. This was with a Dwarf. Orion Nebula, look at this beauty. The only thing I did was I took a snapshot. Just a snapshot, and I pass it through the topaz denoise. And here, the Running Man Nebula, you see? Very nice. But I can't live stream with it. Shame. Maybe tomorrow I will use the Virtuoso, this one. The Virtuoso go-to telescope. This is 470 in High Point Scientific. It's a go-to telescope. It's this one I have here. This one, you see? And I can compact it. It's collapsible. And Europeans can buy it from my sponsor. $4.99. AstroArt Finland. AstroArt Finland. They are great. Great service and great customer service and assistance. They are very nice on that. And of course, join us on Discord. Join us on Discord and you can place there your pictures, then we show them here. In the community pictures.
Community pictures.
In the community pictures, I'll show you your pictures during the live streams. Thanks, Mark Parkinson. Welcome to loyal member of this channel. Welcome aboard. I remember that you. So thank you very much. I have now a new graphic for this. Thank you. Thank you. Join Discord because there you are the members of this channel are the only ones that can post any link on Discord. Is one of the advantages. In the community tab of my channel, you have the tab for members where I place there sometimes sensitive information, inside information, things that will come to public later on. And you are supporting the channel only with 99 cents a month. Come on, it's like buy me a coffee. Less than buy me a coffee nowadays, actually. At least in most part of the world. And you can cancel anytime. And you are helping a project to develop, to evolve. You just have to be a member to do that. You have the code bar, the QR code, actually, at the corner, near Jupiter. Now it's getting darker, you see the background. So make sure you join us on Discord. Change your username there to match the YouTube username. Connect YouTube and you'll be automatically assigned as a member. It's getting better. I will show you. See our Discord? This is all, everything is slow during the live streams. You see lots of people here. The members are here, online members. They are with they are reddish, with a reddish tint color. These are the members, YouTube members that are online right now. We have almost, I think, around 60 members now in this channel. Thanks a lot, people, for supporting this. You see at the left the general forum, the community pictures, loads of pictures here that I show in the live streams. Not in this one is a different one. And here you have your telescopes. Look at this one, so funny. Who is this? Salted Wasabi. I think it's here on the live stream. I had a dog like this one. He's Portuguese. I had a dog like this one. I had loads of dogs. I don't have dogs anymore, but I had loads of dogs. Since my wife got the cancer, and it's solved now. we had no dog at the time, and we from then, and then we suffered with the dogs. They don't last long. I had loads of dogs. Another one, and I had 3 dogs at a time. I made a house just for the dogs, a small house for you to see. But unfortunately, and at the end I suffered a lot with their diseases, and at the end, and I can't handle it. I'm very strong mentally, but I can't handle anymore to watch my dear friends and family of animals passing away. And the Dobsonian. This one has a shower cap here. I advise you to use always something like this. I prefer not the shower cap, the cap dusts they sell. You have on dobsonianpower.com the links. But if you can do the thing with this one, they are more breathable, the professional ones, and they are not expensive. They are inexpensive. It has an equatorial platform with a motor here. This is, from what I can see, it's from Asterion, an 8-inch Dobsonian. And I saw pictures from a 10-inch over this equatorial platform. Very nice pictures, so it works with a 10-inch. With a 12, I don't know. Ashrotib, of course. Ashrotib. I didn't know that you had a dog. You usually post pictures with the table and the chairs. Very nice, very nice. Let me see if meanwhile... So join us on Discord. It's still light, but less and less. Okay, good. Because we just have an opportunity, a small opportunity to watch these planets, because they will go lower. I will have to just adjust a bit, because Jupiter... I will increase the speed a bit to match Jupiter, the planets' speed. Hold on. Just a bit. From what I can see, now we have no clouds there over the planets, but we have near the ground. So, but near the ground. What I think is this, and it's the plan. Now it's 37 past 6 p.m. here. Probably in 15 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, 20 minutes, it will be much darker and without clouds, and we will have the only opportunity to image this as the planets go lower, because they will be maybe in an hour or a bit more out of sight. So this is, I can increase again, I think, the exposure. Yeah, a bit for you to see better. At the top, Jupiter. At the bottom right, Venus. This is the conjunction. This is the nearest that they will be. It's today. It's an epic conjunction. Jupiter and Venus at the same time. unique. See? We are using an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope. This telescope, a classic Dobsonian telescope, over an equatorial platform, and I inserted my ZWO-294 camera to watch these planets. And I'm using, and you should use also, an infrared cut filter, but I'm using one that has infrared cut and ultraviolet. It's the Baader Neodymium Moon and Sky Glow filter. I will take the Discord. And of course, we are sponsored by AstroArt Finland, a great company in Europe. It sells to Europe and also to United Kingdom. And they are great. Great sponsor I have. Great sponsor. And soon, very soon, you will get news from us. Very soon. Samir from Canary Islands. Samir, stay tuned. Anaximandros, stay tuned. You will like it. I can tell more than this right now. Stay tuned, and all of you here in the live streams that we do, stay tuned. Now let's try to image it now. Let me see. A bit more. I will be patient. A bit more. It's still light. It's almost... Let me check outside because of the clouds. This is a challenge. This is a huge challenge. Because I have clouds near the ground. I have no time because the planets will be gone. I don't know. I can see a star already here. No, I can't. Maybe if we can wait for the moons of Jupiter, we start to seeing the moons. Hold on. If we zoom on Jupiter, they are trying to, you see, to pop. Let me check on Stellarium. Hold on, I increased the speed, but let me think. The platform. No, I have to do the opposite. I increased the speed and it's the opposite. Now it's too fast. Hold on, another problem. Another problem to solve. I think I thought the wrong way. I have to readjust. Increasing the speed did worst. Now I decrease. I will wait. Look, you see Jupiter starting to pop here? Because the speed now of the platform, I'm talking about the speed of... Yes, we are covering Jupiter already. I had to lower the speed. I did the opposite. A moon. Let me check Stellarium to see if we can see the moons. No, the moon is here, below. One we can see. We will see in a moment. If I increase the exposure, look. Look, one moon, you see? I will zoom. You see? One moon of Jupiter. If you increase the exposure, you can see the moons. However, you lose the details of the planets. That's why the images, the pictures of planets usually don't have the moons. Because we have to do like this, you see, to watch the details. Yeah, it's getting better. Then I will refocus. I will wait for the next stop of the platform. Then I refocus. Now they have spikes. You see the spikes here on Venus? This is Venus. It's getting spikes now. Ball of fire. Yeah, I will have to readjust just a bit. Hold on. Let's check the Stellarium to see the moons that are on site. Stellarium. Yeah, it's getting darker, you see. Stellarium follow the darkness also, for the brightness of the... It match. It will be funny if it could. It will be very good if it could track also place the clouds here. It's possible. I think in the future they will do that. To have the clouds, the real clouds in real time here, where they are. Not the future clouds, of course, but at least the real-time clouds. The moon... Well, the moon doesn't affect too much this. Let's see, Jupiter. Let's see the moons. So, the one that we saw is Europa. Europa. Below Jupiter is Europa, and then we will see Io at the top, and Ganymede, and Callisto up. It's a straight line. It's a straight line. We'll see in a moment Jupiter, the four moons of Jupiter, and Venus. It will be a short window, but we will get it here. Because tonight is the night. Tonight is the night that Jupiter is closest to Venus. Oh, to our eyes. It's the conjunction. Okay. Europa, Io, Ganymede, and Callisto, the last one. I don't know if we can fit them all, because they are up, maybe. Let me check the moons. Yes, look. We can see 3 of them. We can see 3 of them. We can see 3 of them, look. I'm overexposing it all. Look. Beautiful. Beautiful. Down here, below Jupiter. This is Jupiter, super bright. Below, Europa. Here, above, Io and Ganymede. And Callisto, it's up, it's out of the screen. Now, this is to watch the moon, the moons, but I have to lower again to see the details of Jupiter, and then we lose the moons. Now the plan now is, let's place down. We have Jupiter at the top here and Venus at the bottom. The epic Jupiter-Venus conjunction. Unique. This could be one of the best events of this 2023. Be aware of that. You are watching one of the best events of this year. In a few days, it's gone. Well, not in a few days. Tomorrow, it's gone. Tomorrow will be more separated a bit. This is the day. This is tonight. And we are here with you. We are watching this now with the 8-inch Dobsonian telescope, a classic Dobsonian telescope, 8-inch aperture, over an equatorial platform to track the sky. That's why we can see both planets always in the screen, otherwise they will move, of course. Over this equatorial platform. Then I inserted in a focuser the ZWO 294 camera, which has a large sensor to allow me to capture this distance. Okay. No Barlow, I'm not using any Barlow at all, because if I use a Barlow, I can't fit both planets in the screen, in the same screen. So I'm using just the camera, but of course with an ultraviolet filter and infrared also. Actually this one has a bit more of that. This is a Bader neodymium filter, which links of all these materials you have in Dobsonianpower.com. It's my web page, and we need these infrared to capture better Venus. So at Dobsonianpower.com you have all my gear with the links, with videos explaining how it works for each set of gear. Okay. And the plan is, in a while it's getting darker. We have no clouds now. Here. They are near the ground. So, let me see the darkness. You see, it's getting darker, much darker. So the plan will be, in a moment, I will reset the platform, because the platform will end. It says 1 hour more or less of tracking. Then I have to reset it. When I reset it, I have to point to the planets again, which is pretty easy right now because I can watch them with naked eye. It's dark already, or almost. So it's almost 7 p.m. here. When it's 7 p.m., maybe earlier, in your location, you can watch this conjunction with naked eye. You can grab your smartphone and take a picture of it. Share it on the social networks, because it's history that you are making. Okay? And we are watching this at 37 latitude, at the south of Europe. From here,
Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5.
So I will be trying to image this. I think I will do that idea. To record a video with focusing on Jupiter exposition and then another one to Venus, and I will see what happens. I don't know, I have no idea how will it work. We will try it. It's a huge challenge, very hard to do, but we will try it. We have to. The planets close as possible is now. If you can't, you can watch them tomorrow, but tonight is the night that they are closer. Be aware. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Power Caesar. I'm still waiting on Dwarf 2 also. When I purchased it, they said delivered in February 23. Well, it's March and not a single update to notify me. It was not on schedule, so who knows? Be patient. Be patient because they are selling a lot of dwarfs. A lot. From me, many people bought through my links. I can imagine from there directly from the website. By the way, people asked me, I think it was Rita, yes, it was Rita. It was Rita. These links that I have at dobsonianpower.com, like this one of the dwarf, the only difference is that you are supporting me. You pay exactly the same, you have the same discounts. This, you click the link, it goes to their webpage straight away, and then you buy at the price they have. Now it's at a discount. I have here, it's $3.95 instead of $4.59. It's a good discount, and it will not last forever. Be aware of that. All the links, Rita, all the links that I have, you can buy without any problem. Amazon, you ask me, Amazon USA, we are on Europe. If the product has already, when you open the product through the link, if the product has already included the taxes, the import taxes, usually they have, you will see that in the checkout before you pay. So you can move away in the checkout and confirm that it has the taxes or not. Usually in the main page of the product, they say. And this applies not only for Europe, but any part of the world. Amazon is very good, is very professional doing that. And then, if it has not, you will say, no taxes included. So there you can have the costumes and pay then the taxes. But it's a comfort to have the taxes included. You know already what you have to pay, you pay. Of course, it's if you're ordering from Europe from United States to Europe, you will pay the taxes. But if you are ordering from United States to United States, you will not. Did anybody see that on the news that there is a island off Wales, UK, is one of the darkest skies in the world? Wow. The thing is, you need darkness, but you also need cloudless skies and a good thing. We also have a darker site here in Portugal, region. Actually, it's not so far away from here. But it's not all the darkness. You gotta have other factors that in your favor. Yesterday M81 and M82 pure visually with 12-inch. I can imagine the image you get even with the Dwarf 2 is more detailed. However, what fun to look for it and finally find it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Visual observation is wonderful. I love it. I love it. That's why the Dobsonian. That's why I'm so obsessed with the Dobsonian and I insist so much with the Dobsonian. Because of the visual component and also the other stuff that you can do, like we are doing today. With the other telescopes you don't get that visual component that we have in the Dobsonian, which I love. You have to install, all of you have to install Stellarium or Sky Safari. I use Sky Safari in my smartphone to check if you can watch not only this but the other things. Now, Venus is out of the screen now. I will reset the platform. It's quickly. Reset the platform, readjust, point to the planets, and then we will... Yes, it's very dark now. We will try the imaging. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let's do the challenge. Now first I will focus on Venus. It's down. Look at the ball of fire. It is. Let's lower the exposure. Ooh. This should be with a Barlow. I imaged Venus with a Barlow. No, first I will. Let me see the focus, because Jupiter is better to focus. This will be hard. Increase the exposure again. Let me see if this is focusing. Oh, the seeing. The seeing is awful. Now we can't see the bands. Notice. I will try to refocus to see if we can see better. It's horrible now. I'm not sure if we can image this. Let's see. Well, I touch the telescope. It's better. Oh, let me see. I don't know if it will work. Runs away. Oof, each time I touch the telescope. It's better. See stuff. It's tough because the telescope is far away from me. See? Not on site. The problem is we have clouds over the planet. We can see it, but I have to increase the exposure. We are having clouds. What's happening with the color here? So blue. Close on out. Okay, I will try again. I touch the telescope, he runs away. It's there. Yeah, there are clouds. I think we can't do better than this as far as the focus. So I will readjust for both planets. So Jupiter at the left, Venus at the right. Let's do it. I'm not sure if this will work with clouds and... Okay, I will do... I have to use the full frame. Exposure time. I will use like this, and I will. Let's try. It's overexposed Venus. Let's try. Start capture. I will say Jupiter, and I will. Let me see the files. RAW 8 and AVI. No? RAW 16 and AVI, okay. RAW 16 and AVI, it's okay. Start capture. Jupiter. Start. $30. 40. With a large cable, I think the frames per second rate will be lower. I think to take in account. I'm using a 10 meters large USB cable. But this is an experiment. This is a challenge. I will record. I'm recording now a video, a small video. Yeah, this will be to capture the planets. I think I have to use, or to do planetary imaging, I have to use a shorter USB cable to have a higher Frame rate. Frame rate. I'm having only 5 frames per second. And that 10 meters cable is connected. The 10 meters cable I have outside, it's connected from the camera to a hub. To a hub, which is a great hub, but with 10 meters, maybe too much. I think I will capture 1000 frames only. This is just to see what happened. 1000 frames. Look at the moons. At least Europa below Jupiter, Io and Ganymede we may capture. I overexposed a bit to see. And then Callisto, it's out of the screen. To capture Callisto, I would have to cut Venus for the experiment. Okay, 700 frames. We are almost there. A bit more. It is. But the problem is not only that. The problem is we have strong clouds near the ground. Yes, I have. They are not so thick, the ones that are now over the planets, but the ones lower are very strong. I don't know if it will rain later in the night. Hey, salted wasabi. What's up? It's the Dobsonian power. Of course, this is the Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
900. 1000. Stop capture. Now. Set file. Okay. Now, let's lower the exposure. Let's zoom on Venus. And lower. Let's see if this is, I don't know if, I have no idea if it will work. Especially I'm not using barrels, anything. I'm doing everything against the rules. I will do like this. Maybe like this. It's enough. It's too much. Bit less. 0.551 milliseconds. Okay. Let's readjust this. We can't see Jupiter now and start capture. While we can. While we can. While we can, because of the clouds. 100, 200. Now it's faster. 15, from 5 it passed it to 15 frames per second because there's an explanation for this. The only thing I changed from the last video was that I lowered the exposure. That's why it's faster. And of course, if I was doing only one planet, I would use the region of interest and the frame rate will boost a lot. This is a challenge that I'm doing here. 700, now it's faster. 800, it may be a fail at the end. I don't know what will happen in the processing imaging. It may be a fail, we don't know. Almost 1000. Okay, 1000. Stop. Now, let's increase the exposure again for us to see the both planets, the conjunction here. At the top, Jupiter. At the bottom, Venus. Jupiter with 2 moons here. Probably you don't see it. Okay, let's do it while we can. Well, the processment, we can do it anyway. So I will open AutoStackart maybe already. Oh, this will be tough. This will be tough. Let's pull the... Can I pull both files? This will be tough. But I'm crazy to do this. Planet. I was not with planet. Planet. Let me try to open again. Ray, you may be right. This will not work, but we'll see. I'm pulling both files here. This may not work. I'm not sure if it's using both files or not. Do you know that? If we can pull both files, two files, to AutoStacker? Or should I stack them with pip? I'm tracking both. I'm tracking Jupiter and Venus. And now I recorded a video. Here, at the top Jupiter. And at the bottom Venus. It looks like with the clouds it gets better, Venus. Jupiter and Venus. Here. Unique, epic conjunction. Let's wait a bit for the software to process. This is not going to work. Look at the image. I will try to do it on pip to see. It's a huge challenge because of the difference of the planets. But for fun and because on pip I know that I can add both files here. Let me see. Batch mode, join mode. And with all these conditions, of course, it's difficult. While we wait for the planets. Okay, in PIP we have this. Zoom. But it only captures Jupiter in PIP. Mm. 2000 frames. You joined the two files of 1000. Don't you want to track one planet so one planet can overlap? What do you mean? To imaging? This is... I don't want to make a collage. I want this to be natural, even if it's not good. I think it will not capture... It will only capture one planet. Let's process. For sure. For sure. But we'll see. Start processing. Let's see. It's processing. Jupiter and Venus. In 2029, NASA will send Da Vinci with probes, and we will capture more information about Venus. It's processing. Hey, Linux! Yeah, it's just for fun, actually. We did already good planetary imaging this year during all the summer. This is, you know, I like to do something different. To use the Dobsonian power, of course.
Dobsonian power.
Yes, it's beautiful as it is. I agree with you, Anthony. The two planets together. Don't forget to go outside. Now it's 7:30, 7:30 p.m. here. Don't forget to go outside at your time at 6:30, around 7, to watch them with naked eye. Take a picture. Of course, there is lunchtime there, of course. Yes, at the end was the important thing, was the framing, and I had luck having this on diagonal straight away. Greetings to Belgium. I'm glad you are watching. What technique, Ray? This will not work. This will not work. Let me see. It's still processing because it's loads of stuff. I hope the stream hang on with this. It's 2:30 here. Fred. Jalaman is more advanced than me. For Jalaman already below the horizon, but went outside an hour ago with my wife, of course. Jalaman, I said earlier in the last live stream, but again you were not there. Thank you very much for offering the 5 members in the last live stream. Thank you for the support. Don't forget the ones that are here that you should opt in on accepting membership offers or gifts, because sometimes anyone can offer members. We are almost around 60 members now. Let's see if we can get the 100. It's only 99 cents a month. And you can cancel anytime. At the end, it's a way to support the channel. Although I give some benefits to members, and members are always the priority in everything, but at the end it's supporting the channel with a low fee. Well, not a fee, an offer or a gift. And you can do it for free also, subscribing, giving the like to the stream. How many likes do we have? Let me check while this is processing. 86, very nice. You are good people. This is the best, the best community. This is the best community. Join us on Discord. Because the community don't stop here. It extends to Discord. You can post there your questions, we help. You can post there your pictures, we show them here. You can post there your telescopes for us to see what you have, and you can see what we have. Let's see how it is now. Still processing. You see, the hardware is so occupied with a live stream that this takes loads of time. It's now on the second file. I don't know what will happen here. At least we know at the end. And I save you time if it fails. Hi Quasar! Ah, okay, thank you, Jalaman. Now I have a system I'm controlling like this, and I will not miss it anymore. You see the shot here? This is a shot on YouTube, because on the shot of YouTube I can see it. And I do like this. You see, that was how I saw the Mark Parkinson new member. Otherwise, in the software here on the stream, I can't. I will buy another monitor to have the shot, only the shot, because this is so tiny. Only the shot here, to control that. Because like I have now, it's minimized, but with another monitor I can have more stuff. %62% on PIP. PIP will tell us if this will work or not. Jupiter and Venus. Anyway, I'm having fun with this live stream. It was a different one for the ones that we are used to do at Saturdays and so. Remember that the ones that don't know, we do at least one, if the weather allows, at least 1 or 2 live streams a week. So when the weather allows, and now the winter it's getting fainter, and hopefully we'll can respect that schedule. I prefer to do them on Fridays and Saturdays, but we depend on weather. And then you have Discord to keep in touch. And the comments on the videos on YouTube. I read every comment. Every comment. I have you covered. $78. It's almost there. 79. It's almost. Let's see. Let's see what happened. I'm curious. At least I'm curious to see what happened with Venus and Jupiter. I'm with low expectations, of course, but I'm curious to see. It's a thing that we should do in astronomy, to test things. I'm always testing things. When they work, good. When they don't work, we move on. And sometimes we have some pleasant surprises. Jupiter here. And Venus here. In the same screen. With the 8-inch Dobsonian telescope, this telescope, classic Dobsonian telescope, over an equatorial platform, and a ZWO 294 camera, and a Bader neodymium filter, which has infrared and ultraviolet cut for Venus. Tomorrow night you can also watch it, although they will be more separated already. But you still, now it's like the comets. The green comet, we watched the comet until the night. It was brighter, and then it will fade away, faded. And now it will be the same. Tonight is the night. Now is the moment. Tomorrow is not so good, but you can watch it and with binoculars, naked eye, with your smartphone also, any telescope, with large field of view, of course. But to do like this, live image in the live stream, it will start to separate. Now is the best night. I could do it tomorrow with a Virtuoso, but tonight it's the night. We saw it already, we are testing stuff. 100%, it's over. Let's see what happened. I will open the file. Oh god, I have no idea. Let's see. Okay, I'm watching already. It's only Jupiter here. He rejected Venus from the files. I suppose that he only captured one planet, and that as it was the one that identified Jupiter. Now I could do, of course, process Jupiter and then process Venus and then make a collage, no? Copy paste and join the pictures. I don't want to do that. You know that here in this channel, in these live streams, I like to show the reality as is, not to manipulate and do art. My art is to get the sky to your eyes directly. That's my art. My art. Not astro art, my art. Too windy, Anthony, for you. I'm sorry. Let's do a bit more. This is the clouds, the strong clouds already attacking us. I bet. And it's getting lower. Oh, look at Venus going to the right. Venus is very bright. Always. This, to image this, we can do this like this with a region of interest, lower the exposure, and then we get a nice picture. I have pictures of Venus. And they were nice. And thank you for coming. Thank you all. Thank you. Antonio, yes. I reply a lot. I do all my energy goes to you. That's why I read all the comments. I try to answer all the comments. Sometimes I have to forward you to Discord, because on Discord we treat the things at an higher level. This is getting worse. I'm overexposing, but yeah, clouds. Yeah. Good morning, Curtis. Thank you a lot. At least that you can count on. I got you covered. All of you. Okay, thank you very much. I think it's enough for tonight. We watched already a good, almost 3 hours of good stuff. I wait for you in the weekend, if the weather allows, okay? And watch my video, my last video about collimation. It's a great video. Thank you, and Dobsonian power!